What up, my boys and girls? Today we'll continue our quest to unlock the amazing pay-to-win card, the 2-1 Bomb Tower. This current game isn't a part of it though, as it's a private battle, but I wanted to sneak it in here just so I could clickbait the shit out of the title and rake in those mad views. Gray face no space. If you had a case of the Déjà vu, then you're probably not alone. Now that I've had enough of repeating the same thing from another video, I'll discuss some new shit. How about this week's card? Of course. I believe I already discussed it in a recent video, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll go over it again. The 2-1 Bomb Tower costs $1,400 to build and also has a group pink cent for $700 for a plus 30 income. Now that cost to income ratio isn't too bad, but that shit unlocks at round freaking 9, so in that span you might as well bring an income card that unlocks much earlier while not being completely useless as a tower. TLDR, don't use this card. With that said, I have no idea why this card takes more wins to unlock than last week's card, the Sniper, which is 10 wins compared to 12 this week for reference. I sense a worrying trend looming. God knows how many wins can Ninja Kiwi push these card unlocks to. Could it be 20, 30, 40, or even 50? Oh wait, they already have 50. If you didn't unlock the Sniper card from last week, then don't worry, this week you only need to win 50 games to get it. Easy freaking peasy, right? But I'm legit dead serious and concerned about this. Cause I don't want battles to become the typical grindy game like the fate its counterparts suffered, such as Bloons Monkey City and SAS4. Fun at first, but once you look at the achievements such as 2,500 Monkey v Monkey wins or 1,000 Zombie Pods games, you realize going for the achievement probably means you have no friends, family, education, or job. No offense to the few dozen of those who have actually unlocked one or both of those achievements, but I just don't see how you can pull that shit off without going insane from repetition. Now I know 50 battles wins ain't shit compared to 2,500 Monkey v Monkey defenses, but remember these 50 have to come within a 1-week period, and for the average player who won't win every game, that means you have to play 100 card battles games in a single week, or about 14 games a day. Doesn't sound like much when each match is on average 5 minutes, but people have responsibilities, you know, and I doubt they're gonna cap it at 50 wins considering the Sniper card isn't even that great. Let's quickly turn heads back to the game where you see I have 2 lives left with no cobras, so you can put your clickbait/hypocrite accusations to rest. And holy shit, was that super close. Hyson literally died to the AI Bloons a second before a yellow was storming by my exit, which would have been enough to finish me off. That goes without saying, 149 lives don't matter, it's just the last one that does. Back to what I was saying earlier about the volume of wins needed to unlock features and shit. I understand why Ninja Kiwi does this since they want people to keep on playing the game, but I feel like to some people, like me sort of but not really, the grindy nature just deters them from playing instead. Like, the reward doesn't always have to be volume-based to constantly keep the player base reeled in. I'm sure there are many other things that can accomplish the same, like a cough ladder mode, which I've been orgasming over for months now, but sadly will likely not arrive anytime soon. So yeah, I'm just afraid of the direction the game is starting to take. But hopefully the ship will be righted so that the game doesn't become a Monkey City 2.0 for filthy casuals. All that talk, and I still haven't discussed what I know so many of you people have been waiting for, analysis on next week's card, the Bloon Chipper. For $1,400 you can get that spicy 2-0 chipper that you see so often in competitive. It's approximately the same price in classic battles, so that probably means it's a must-have, right? Well, I don't know about that. To make up for its OPness, Ninja Kiwi made its Bloon Send absolute dogshit, with a group red send that is the worst out of the current 4 in terms of income efficiency. Costs $700 but gives 28 eco compared to 40 for the Spike Factory, So I guess it all comes down to, do you want that extra bit of tiny income, or would you sacrifice it for a tower that can possibly defend a ceramic or Moab rush from the opponent? The choice is yours. But I hope we can all at least agree on the fact that this card better not cost any more than 12 wins to unlock. I may have played all these 12 games in one session, but all I could think about was grind the whole way, since I was basically spamming the same strategies over and over to get wins as quick as possible. Anyways, I will use the next minute or so to talk about the tournament. Don't think for a second I'll leave you guys hanging after what I said last video. Now I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to talk about this information, but since Tyler leaked some stuff on his stream already, I suppose it doesn't hurt to do the same. At least that way he'll go down with me if I end up getting in trouble with the Ninja Kiwi police. So yeah, it's a second YouTubers mega tournament, happening sometime soon, but to be honest I don't know the exact date it will be played since it's still in its early planning stages. All I do know is you're going to see a few new faces as they're expanding the amount of participants from 8 to at least 12, or maybe more. Win-win for everyone, I guess. And it's going to be a fully card battles tournament, which is a great thing for me since I haven't touched classic battles in months. All that means though is I better start practicing my card battles skills, otherwise I'll end up getting anally penetrated by Tyler's right hand again in the first round. Speaking of first round, the single elimination format from the first tournament won't work here unless we get 16 players, but even then I really hope that won't be the case, otherwise we're going to run the same problems with unbalanced brackets again. It's not set in stone yet, but right now the plan is to have a group stage, likely played in round-robin format in a best of 2 or 3 since the luck factor in cards means the influence of fluke wins has to be as limited as possible. And that's basically all I know of at the moment. Oh wait, I have a few more things to bring up. Mastrov will be a participant, no rushing cards will be permitted until round 30, and hydro and indoor pools is banned completely. Cue the incoming idiots in the comments in 3, 2, 1. So that is all for today guys. I just lost to a 58% win rate dude, so call me trash, overrated, boost it all you want, but hey, at least I'm losing these somewhat meaningless games and using it as a learning experience rather than have this happen in the actual tourney. In hindsight I realize I probably should have gotten up a maelstrom to deal with that zebra rush instead, seeing as the laser cannon has its popping power limits. Always the maelstrom man, how come I always seem to forget to use that tower? Whatever, thanks for watching, like the video and you loyal, subscribe and I appreciate you. Have a fraggy day.